Queen, and I wanted to give you some XRP news today, but I wanted to play you this clip with Brad Garlinghouse. I'm going to play it in two separate parts. I'm going to give you a breakdown of where you can take a look at maybe taking some profits if you've been holding for a period of time. Also, this SEC lawsuit, the Hinman emails are out. Personally, I think they're already behind the scenes making a settlement. They're just trying to figure out how to roll it out. That's my optimistic view of that, okay? So you can give me your views in the comments section. And I just wanted to let you know also, because this happened on a phone call the other day on a one-on-one session. By the way, if you want one, just email me at zendevin@gmail.com to discuss it and set up your own appointment. But someone asked me if I was a paid influencer for XRP or Ripple, and the answer to that is no. No one pays me to do anything. I do this so I can help people who are new to crypto find their way and navigate. If you take a look at my video playlist, how to get on exchanges, where my links are, they're always in the description box just below each video, and how to move your crypto to your ledger. I mean, there's a whole list of how-to videos, plus my take on XRP, the SEC, etc., etc. So let's dig in. I'm going to play part of it, and then I'm going to show you a little breakdown example spreadsheet I made up for you. And then we'll come back and listen to the rest of this. And I wanted to share one other funny thing with you, okay? All right, so let's listen up.
I'm Brad Garlinghouse. As many of you know, I don't often make videos like this, but then again, not every week has been like this one. A few days ago, after 2 years, 7 court orders, and over $100 million in legal bills, the Hinman speech documents, including internal SEC emails and comments leading up to this now infamous 2018 speech, they've finally been unsealed. Hinman's speech created new factors to determine if a token becomes sufficiently decentralized to no longer be considered a security. At best, these documents show that senior officials at the SEC couldn't agree on the law and told Bill Hinman directly he would confuse the public even more about the rules for crypto. At worst, they show that Hinman deliberately ignored the law, and he tried to create new laws, something only Congress can do. And while he was a public servant, Hinman received millions of dollars of payments from his law firm, which was part of an alliance with others that had a vested interest in this speech. This speech isn't about any one token or any one blockchain. This is about showing the extent to which the SEC has relentlessly pursued enforcement actions against crypto players while professing fake open arms and calls to come in and register, all the while lying about their so-called guidance. As some of you may know, Ripple spent years proactively engaging with the SEC. I personally met with Jay Clayton and Bill Hinman with no lawyer present. Why would I need a lawyer if we were all coming together in good faith? We answered every question they had, and not once did they suggest to me that XRP was a security.
Not once. Okay. So when this does get wrapped up, and I believe, I keep saying it, by the end of third quarter, but you know, I don't have a crystal ball. Could drag on longer than that, but I have a feeling it will wrap by the end of the third quarter. So let's look at some numbers, because I think it's funny. People always ask me, how much of a bag of XRP should I hold? Well, that is entirely up to you. I mean, at 48 cents a coin, which is, I think, where it's at today, it's been fluctuating between 47 and 55, which is a big gap, but not really, unless you're trading. So if you're buying to hold, let's take a look. So I broke it down with an example of holding 10,000 XRP. You can make your own little spreadsheet like this. This is very basic, but take a look. I mean, and there are people who believe it's going to hit 2,500, 10,000, et cetera, et cetera. Hey, anything over 5 mil, and you should be very, very happy. You know what? Anything over 1 mil, okay? So, you know, at $2, which could happen fairly quickly, $3, take a look at what you're doing. Do you need the money? Do you want to take out 10%? I always say I'm going to take out 10% at $5, but that, what's that? $5,000. I mean, would I? I don't know. Maybe I might and trade it, to see where the fluctuation is going to happen with retail investors, because there's going to be a lot of selling off. There are going to be people who have been holding it for 3+ years who are frustrated currently and they just want out. It happens, so maybe they'll just take their original, what they paid for their 10,000 XRP, take, let's say, 40 grand and run for the hills. Okay. There are people who are frustrated. This has happened before with Bitcoin. I think I told the story about my friend buying at 16 and had to hold on to it on a ledger for 3 years. And when it hit, 24, she just took all of it out, instead of leaving some to play with, because why not leave your original investment in there, right? Just take the overage, because once it hit 32, she could have taken 16 out, her original investment, left the other 16 and let it ride, right? And keep taking profits. So don't do anything too soon and in too much of a hurry. That's just my opinion. But wherever you put your benchmark for taking 5-10%, do it. There's nothing wrong with taking profits along the way. In fact, I think you should, because you never know when something is going to totally reverse itself. And that could be XRP included. I don't know. I don't have a crystal ball, but it just seems to me that if you hold, you're going to have years like this. How long is it going to take? I don't know. Can I say it's going to be 2024, 2025? I would say we'd be in this range right here within the next couple years. And it could go higher depending on, if they flip the switch on ODL, on-demand liquidity, and all those alliances, including JP Morgan's Onyx platform, starts using this. It'll start running at 700 miles an hour plus. Okay, and that could run it straight up. So we don't know. I also wanted to show you this because I just thought it was funny. Snoop Dogg has a ledger, Death Row Records, got my mind on my money and my money around my neck. I thought that was funny. Anyway, let's go back to this video. I think I can play the rest of it without overplaying my usage factor here. So let's check it out.
We were fully transparent, not knowing they would then use this information against us. The SEC hit us with a surprise Wells notice saying they were considering suing us for breaking securities laws and still refused to provide specifics. To those that have recently been hit with their own Wells notices and lawsuits, this likely sounds all too familiar. When the lawsuit did drop against us, days before Christmas, a very Grinch-like touch, they made it personal. They sued Chris Larson and they sued myself, alleging we should have known all along that XRP was a security. You can now...
Totally ridiculous. And you know what? I'm not going to play the rest of it. I'll put a link to it in the description box below, and you can watch it for yourself. Okay, I'm going to wrap it right here. I hope you all have a great day, and I'll catch you on the next video. Thanks for being with me. Love you all. Ciao for now.